Today is the day. Today is the day we do something that no man has ever seen before. Today is the day we defeat the enemy. Today is the day we go to war. And not with you for once. Today is the day we stamp our authority on the underseas and we conquer the land under the ocean. Under the ocean, there's cave systems. In them cave systems, there's water systems. And in them water systems are the enemy. And today is the day we destroy the monsters that live within these systems. We just need to formulate a plan. How are we going to execute this and where can we execute this? I'm looking at the signs, but nothing is standing out to me. I suppose I'm just going to have to go for it. Let's gather as many resources as possible. That's all I can do. Let's gather as much as physically possible. I can't think of anything more. So what the? Who on earth could have knocked on the door? It's only me and Karen round here. She doesn't even have hands. Excuse me. Can I help you?
You are running around like a headless chicken. Your plan will never work. All you need is a salamander and you can defeat the underwater mammals. Did you even read the update log?
What is this mysterious guy trying to tell me? What could he mean by salamander? And yes, I did read the update log, just obviously not very well.
Tarby, it is blatantly obvious. Salamander are a group of amphibians. The one this guy is referring to happens to live underwater.
I don't understand what you mean. What? Axolotls can kill glow squids?
Die, die, die. The war is ours.
This is incredibly satisfying. Let's make a super efficient glow squid farm and let's take down the glow squiddies. This means war. Booyakacha! What is going on, ladies, gentlemen, and all my fellow Tarbinians? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft with Tarby! Boy, does it feel good to see you again. In this video, we're taking war on the glow squids, and we're not going to stop until we get a super effective farm so we can harvest the glow squids. Because nothing satisfies me more than watching the glow squids die. Some may say I'm a bit too extreme, some may say I'm a bit drastic. But I may say that I've been waiting for this moment for far too long. Before we do anything, only a small percentage of people are actually subscribed. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers by now. Honestly, I can't believe it. Join me on the race to 1k. Be a part of the first 1,000 people to subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you could leave a like while you're down there, I'll make sure to kill one extra glow squid for each like that you give me. In the last episode, we gathered a lot of the new resources in 1.17. But one thing we didn't do is we didn't gather a lot of the resources in 1.17. For example, we got Amethyst, but we didn't get a lot of them. So we're going to take some back to our base, where we can hide them with moss carpets, and then when you walk over them, they'll make that funky noise. We're also going to take some deep slate, because I've been looking deeper into some of the deep slate decorative blocks you can make, and some of them are just mouth-watering. The builds you can make with them, I really want to be involved in. I want to try and integrate more different variants of colours and blocks into my palette, and I'm hoping these can be the one for me. No bucket, no problem. Here's your unconventional way of getting across lava. Also, Markham has commented on the last episode saying I need to get coal deep slate ore, because soon it's going to be super rare. And I mean, why is it going to be super rare? I'm going to get it anyway because you told me to, but why? When has coal ore ever been rare? And when will it ever be rare? I mean, it's coal ore at the end of the day. Yeah, it's a bit darker, but how on earth would it be rare?
Tarby, it will become extinct because deep slate will be changing to a lower depth which coal cannot spawn at. Did you even read the update log?
Alright, I get it. I should have read the update log. But seriously, that does make a lot of sense. So make sure you get yourself some deep slate coal ore ASAP. And then in a few months we can sit there together flexing our deep slate coal ore. I've been thinking, there's currently 3,584 different types of tropical fish in the oceans. And there are currently 22 different types that appear when you bucket them up. So when you capture them, it'll come up with their specific name. Now one thing I've noticed is they're all different colours. So, how about this for an idea? Axolotls currently only come in a few colours. But what if they could come in any colour? What I'm thinking is, why don't they make it so if you give a blue axolotl, a yellow tropical fish, and that breeds with another blue axolotl. So 2 blue axolotls eat 2 yellow tropical fish. Then maybe, instead of getting another blue axolotl, you get a green axolotl. Well, there's like a 50% chance you get a green axolotl, because them colours combine and make that colour. Vice versa, if there was a red axolotl, and you got a white tropical fish, merge them together and you get a sort of pinky type of axolotl. That sounds like quite a cool idea. No matter which tropical fish you feed an axolotl, they'll always breed the same colour, which I think needs to change to add a bit more variation. You could have armies and armies of different colours of axolotls, and they'd also look really cool if you were building a sort of aquarium and you wanted to colour match everything. It's just a thought. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. And just like that, we find a shipwreck as well. Now, shipwrecks are really cool, but I never get too excited over them, mainly because the loot you get is normally not very good. I mean, once you've got a few Heart of the Seas, do you really need any more? But we're going to go get it anyway, obviously, because it's super addictive. Lol, I'm drowning. X marks the spot. The treasure should be around here somewhere. Now, last time I did one of these, I didn't even end up finding it. So let's hope we can do this a lot quicker than last time. I'll make sure to let you know as soon as I found it. If I find it. It's not looking too promising. Oh, no, there we go. Right, we've got it. Hallelujah. See, this is what I mean. I've got a regeneration potion, a water breathing potion. Obviously, I've got a Heart of the Sea. I've got a CD and a bottle of enchanting. It's really not great. Oh well, I can't complain too much. It's free at the end of the day. And you can see behind me, it really didn't take a lot of sand getting destroyed to actually find it. It took me about 25 minutes. But that's not the point, it's the taking part that counts. I think I'm done on our little adventure. Let's go back to the main base. And I'll be seeing you as soon as I get there. You know, this might be an extremely unpopular opinion, but I've just got to say it, to be honest with you. Don't you think Bottle of Enchanting just looks way better as a decoration? I mean, doesn't that just look miles better than if I was just throw it on the ground and earn the like 0.1 of a bar that I get? Yeah, I think so. I will breed you my axolotl friends, and you will go on and you will murder the glow squid and you'll kill everything about them, and you'll get me so many glowing sacks that I'll never be able to leave a room without it glowing. Breed my axolotls, breed! I'm insane. No, genuinely, I think I am. I've developed that much of a hate for the glow squid. I've got a dartboard in my bedroom that I just constantly throw darts at with a picture of the glow squid on. I'm not mad, I promise. Rolling on in typical glow squid fashion, the first thing we want to build is our glow squid farm. That's going to be the main point of this episode. What we're going to do, we're going to build a glow squid farm underground. So you're not even going to be able to see it. We're going to have a little hatch somewhere on the base where you go down and that'll be the glow squid area. But apart from that, you're never going to really see it because it's going to be hidden underground. Now I need to be careful to not hit the subscriber mineshaft chutes, because if I get that, I'm kind of knackered. But I'm going to try and build it underground with causing as least disruption as possible. And for the first time ever on the series, I'm going to do it as a tutorial so you can make your own. Join the We Hate the Glow Squid army. Let's do this. The first thing you want to do is you want to go around your base where you're building it. Within 64 blocks you want to try and cover up any water. Preferably dark water that's surrounded by stone. This is because glow squids can spawn there, and you're trying to minimise where they can spawn, so they're pushed into spawning into your farm. You'll be surprised how many cave systems and ravines that are just underneath your base somewhere. Try and get rid of as much underground water as possible. Step 2, dig down to y equals 50. This is because glow squids cannot spawn above y equals 64, and the farm itself is going to be about 7 blocks high. So take it to 50 just to make sure. And then you want to build up 6 blocks high, and then you want to build out 20 blocks. When you've dug out your 20 blocks, you want to go the other way and you want to build out 16 blocks. And then you want to connect them together, so make a rectangle shape, connect it all together, and then get rid of everything in the middle. And then when you get to the end, just make sure you clear up the rest of your blocks. You should end up with a big cuboid room like this. Now this is a really important step. You have to make sure that you get rid of all dirt, gravel and ores from the bottom on the floor and change it to just plain stone. Not cobblestone, not stone bricks, just normal stone. This is because that's the only way you can force them to spawn. So make sure the floor is just stone, nothing else. Moving on, go to one of the longer walls and flood it. So what you want to do is you want to do this technique all the way down and make sure that there's a source block on every block of the wall. Then you want to repeat this on one of the smaller walls and you'll see it will convert the whole floor into source blocks. And then my footage corrupted. Yep, I know, you can't even write it. It actually did. My first ever tutorial and it's corrupted. So I'm going to have to talk you through it. Basically repeat that step with the water 2 more times so you've got 3 layers of water going up. And then on the 4th layer, cover it with a temporary block. For me, I just use dirt. Then get yourself on top of the dirt layer you've just made and do water down one of the long sides and down the other long side, so it will pour directly to the middle. Then you'll see the water isn't hitting the very middle strip of dirt blocks. Destroy all of them, go down and place a row of hoppers. And then at the end of the hoppers, make sure it goes into a chest. Now you can destroy all the dirt blocks, get rid of all the lights you've put up, and that is it. You're done. So I'm going to AFK for about 40 minutes. You have to be 60 blocks away as well. 60 blocks away from your spawner. And let's see how we get on. As you can see, my spawner, the little hatch, has ended up near the nether portal. I don't know how because we started it ages away, but hey, that's just where it is. So we've AFK'd 60 blocks away for about 35 minutes. And we've got a hole in the wall. How annoying. 17 glowing sacks. It's not bad at all. And at the end of the day, it's killing more glow squids. So it's for the army. Are you for the army? Hashtag glow squid army in the comments. But overall, I'm really happy with this farm. The glow squid sacks actually do come in handy for some things, so it's good that we're going to get them on tap now. This farm also spawns axolotls, so you can use them, take them out, and then they'll just spawn more. So we've got an axolotl and a glow squid farm running directly underneath our base. Let me know what you think of the farm in the comments. If you're a lot quicker than me, this will take you a lot quicker than the hour it took me. Especially if you get a beacon to get rid of all them blocks at the start. Just to help you out a bit, this is what it should look like inside. As you can see, axolotls have already started spawning, which is great because they're the ones who are going to kill the glow squids. But this is literally all it is. It's just a row of hoppers with a chest on the end. The water flows, make sure when they get killed, the glow squid sacks rise up and go into the hoppers. And that's all it is. It's very simple. But for now, let's get back onto mainland and let's have a good look over the base. We want to make some changes. And I've had a deep think about what I want to do to the base. And I think I'm going to slowly start to implement it. But first, we need to complete the subscriber mineshaft. These are for the people who've liked, commented and subscribed since the last episode of Minecraft with Tarby. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. And as always, a massive thank you to the Patreons. You know who you are and you do keep me going. Thank you. This podzol here has been getting on my nerves for absolutely ages. Oh, look at that. Isn't that just so much better? I mean, really, isn't that just amazing? Our copper block has now started to oxidise and we now have a bit of oxidised weathered copper, which is awesome. And you can see here, copper is such a cool block the way it oxidises and weathers throughout time. And that also means we've just created science. I've been thinking for quite a while now what I want the theme of this base to be. I've been wanting to know what I want to do with it and how I'm going to implement this theme into the world. And I finally decided after 33 episodes what I want it to be. I want to make a fantasy theme for the Minecraft with Tarby world. I want to make this as fantasy as possible. I want it to be as magical as possible. I want it to have statues of different creatures everywhere. I want it to come to life. And I want it to look super, super awesome. But I also want it to feel absolutely magical at the same time. Throughout the next few episodes and for the rest of the series, you're going to see me just try and adapt to a fantasy type of build. And you're going to see this part of the world completely change. So for the next part of the video, we're going to jump into a super fast Tarb and we're going to implement some 1.17 fantasy into the world. Let's do this. I've also been having a bit of a play around with glow signs, so I'm going around changing some of the signs in the base so they glow. Which is super cool. I changed the text so it's white and I make them glow, so it looks pretty cool and they really stand out. And obviously I need to do that on the Patreon wall as well, because you guys light up my life. Dun dun. I'll never be a comedian. I must admit I am a massive fan of this sort of azalea path we've built here with the witch looking over it. I think it looks super cool, especially at night with the glowstone in the trees. I think it looks absolutely epic. Another thing I like is these lava cauldrons with the smoke coming out of them. I think they really bring places to life. And you can see the front of the house just looks miles better with this crystal fountain and a little lava bucket next to it. Especially at night time, this area looks super cool. If you don't believe me, have a look for yourself. which rolls us on to today's question of the day. It's a nice and simple one. What fantasy build do you want to see come to the base? Only fantasy. Only fantasy. So what fantasy build do you want to see me integrate into the base? The best comment I'll build in a future episode. I know I say it's a lot, but I'm super happy with our progress in this episode. Today, we successfully found a way to farm the enemy, and we've defeated the war on the Glow Squids. We will always have the upper hand, as we will always be farming them. Today was about building an effective Glow Squid farm and adding 1.17 into the base, which I think we've done here, and I'm super proud of how it looks. In the coming episodes, we're going to add more and more of 1.17, and we're going to get the fantasy feel on this base absolutely nailed on. I cannot wait, and I hope you're there with me. And unfortunately, that is all we have time for in this week's episode of Minecraft with Tarby. I hope you've all enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, please leave a like. I really appreciate it. Any comments are awesome. Get involved with question of the day. You know you want to be there. And please subscribe to the channel. We're nearly on 1,000 subscribers and we're nearly there. And I cannot wait until we are there. But for now, I hope you all have a good day. And you may not know it yet, but you've just become Tarbified. See ya! Bye.